Switch of South Africa in part association with Change Cars. Change Cars is a trusted online website because they work with trusted dealers and the best insure in South Africa, Discovery Insure. Welcome back to Switch of South Africa. I'm Nicky Nash as always, and today you guys join me inside the Mahindra Scorpio N, and I'm going to tell you every single thing you need to know about this vehicle, from the exterior look of the vehicle, interior look of the vehicle, and the drive and cost of ownership for the vehicle. And yeah, keep it locked. So speaking about the exterior look of the vehicle, I like the look of the vehicle from the exterior because it's a huge upgrade from the previous generation Mahindra Scorpio. So the people that know the previous generation, you know that that car was not a looker. So this is a huge upgrade. Mahindra has went the extra mile to make sure that this car looks much better. So I do like the step Mahindra took into making this car look much better, instead of not just looking like an off-road vehicle, you know. So it does look something that can fit into where I'm driving like right now, like residential areas. So I do like the step Mahindra took towards that. But do I like the look of the vehicle? Not necessarily. I'm not a fan of the look of the vehicle, but I get the upgrade from the previous generation of the look of the vehicle. So that's from the exterior look of the car. Where I do like the vehicle is the interior. The interior of the car doesn't look dated. It does look up to date, although it does have analog dials, but it does get you a digital instrument cluster in between the two analog dials on the side. So I do like the look of the car inside. The interior, you get a nice big infotainment system here. The seats look good as well. And speaking of the infotainment system is Android Auto capable only. There is no Apple CarPlay, and that's one of the things I don't like about this vehicle. But overall, the interior, it's a great place to be. Very comfortable seats. The seats look good as well. What I do like about this vehicle, actually, compared to the XEV 700, the seats are not white. So that's something I like about the vehicle. So this is a 7-seater in terms of the interior. It's a 7-seater. But what I do not like is that you don't have a choice in terms of the 7 seats. You know, in some 7-seaters you can hide away the 2 seats and use that as boot space. In this one, the seats are always just there. The only thing you can do is just lift them up or lift them down. You should be seeing overplay videos of that. So it's something that I don't like about this vehicle, because it does eat up a lot of boot space. And even when putting stuff into the vehicle, in terms of your groceries and all of that, they sit uncomfortably because of the way the 6th and 7th seat are positioned. So I don't like that about the vehicle, but I'll speak more about that in terms of what I don't like about the vehicle. But interior wise, you do get a lot of space. You also do get a nice sunroof here. So the Mahindra has went into that, you know, giving you the premium feel, premium touch, not going the whole off-roadiness of the vehicle. So that's a nice feature Mahindra has given. So now in terms of the drive of the vehicle, it's a place where I really do like the drive of the vehicle. The car drives quite well. So you're looking at a 2.2 liter turbo diesel 4-cylinder engine producing 128.6 kilowatts and 400 newton meters of torque. Do you ever feel like you will need more than that? Not in this vehicle. At highway speeds it will get to 120, but if you do accelerate at 120, you will see it take some time to get to the next number, or even from 80 to get to the next number. But overall, the car is decent enough. You will get to what you want to do with the vehicle. It's capable enough. For the time I've had this car, I've never felt that I want more power, you know. So the car drives well, it handles well, it handles road imperfections so well. It doesn't bounce around, it holds the ground perfectly, it doesn't bounce around. It's something I like about the vehicle. And even over road imperfections, like I'm gonna go on now, just a little bit, you know. So I do like that about the car. It handles well. So it's paired to a 6-speed automatic gearbox, and that gearbox, for what the car is, gets the job done. It's not lightning quick, or it's just a normal automatic gearbox, and you can only get it in an automatic, the one I'm in. So speaking of the one I'm in the top of the range. So pricing wise, at the top of the range, I'll speak about that at cost of ownership, right? So overall, the drive of the vehicle feels good. What I don't like in terms of the drive, it has to do with the steering wheel. So the steering wheel, you know, when you turn, then you let go of the steering wheel, the car should bring back the steering wheel for you quick enough. So this one doesn't. It tends to unwind the steering wheel a bit slowly. So it's something I don't like, but you will get used to it. If it's your personal car, you will get used to it. You will know that my car does this and that, so you just have to work around that. But I've told you about the drive of the vehicle, I've told you the interior look of the vehicle, I've told you about the exterior look of the vehicle. I need to tell you 3 things I don't like and 3 things I like. So now on to three things I don't like. You know, we do it the bad this side first. On to three things I don't like. One thing that I don't, not that I don't even like it, I hate it. It has to be the worst start-stop feature I've ever experienced on a vehicle. And I said the same thing in the Mahindra XCV 700. So Mahindra needs to work on their start-stops feature. That's the first thing I don't like about this vehicle. The second thing I don't like about this vehicle, it has to do with those rear seats there at the back. I don't like that about the vehicle. And the third thing that I don't like about this vehicle is that it is not Apple friendly. So what about us that use Apple? So we can connect, so you don't get Apple CarPlay. The car doesn't have navigation, so if you want to navigate, you need to put your phone somewhere where you can see. So I don't like that about the vehicle. That's the thing I don't like about the car. On to the things I like about the vehicle. One, it has to be the overall drive of the vehicle. It feels good, drives good, gets the job done. The second thing I like about the car is that from the interior, it's a great place to be where I'm sitting. Even the second row of seats, it's a great place to be. And the third thing I like about the vehicle is the upgrade that Mahindra took in terms of this vehicle and the previous Scorpio N. It's a big upgrade, and Mahindra has done well in that regard. So now time to speak about cost of ownership, and I'm going to tell you about the pricing of the vehicle from the entry level until the one I have, and then I'll tell you how much the one I have on test costs to own. So cost of ownership, you are looking into getting into Mahindra Scorpio N. It will only cost you 470,000 rand, and that's the entry level, and the one I'm in is the top of the range. And for the top of the range, you're looking at 590,000 rand, and honestly, that's good pricing for this vehicle. It's one thing I really like about the car. Mahindra has managed to get the pricing also right, whereas many brands are pricing their vehicles insanely. Mahindra has managed to get that so well. So cost of ownership for this vehicle, you know, this car comes with a 5-year 150,000 warranty and a 5-year 100,000 kilometer service plan. And on top of that, in terms of cost of ownership, over 5 years or an interest rate of 12.25%. For this vehicle, monthly payment you're looking at 13,199. Factor fuel into that, overall you should be paying around 14,500 rand a month on this vehicle, and it all comes down to your insurance. So at minimum, you should be looking at paying 15,000 rand for this vehicle at minimum, depending on your insurance and all of that. So that's cost of ownership. And I just tell you, do I like the car? Would I buy the car? And would I recommend the car? One, do I like the car? Yes, I do like the car. Two, would I buy the car? No, I would not buy the car. Three, would I recommend the car? 100%. You're looking for a 7-seater. You're on a budget. You're looking for an adventure SUV. You're looking for something that will get the job done. Something that will, you know, like in terms of getting the job done, this vehicle will do that for you. Off-roading, Mahindra has insane capabilities in terms of off-roading. This car, for that, it will get you the job done, and you just want to be, you just want to stand out. I would recommend this vehicle. I would tell you to look at this vehicle, and you know what? I've told you every single thing you need to know about the vehicle. Tell me your personal thoughts about the car. Tell me what you don't like, tell me what you do like, and if you're not opting for the Mahindra, tell me which one you would go for, or where would you spend your money for 590,000 rand, and we'll discuss in the comments, and I'll tell you if your thoughts are thoughtsing and my thoughts are thoughtsing. I hope that makes sense. So from Nicky Nash, I'm signing out. I hope to see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.